Hello, we are live. We are doing some recharge today. I wanted to do a track build. I had something in mind, and it just so happens that there was an update today with a new vehicle. So, we are going to go ahead to the shop and pick it up. No spoilers. Well, I guess it's kind of in the title, but hopefully, oh yeah, we got tons of money. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. We got the Mini 500. I wonder how much is the 750? Okay. I was curious if it was cheaper just because, yeah, it's a Mini and, either way. What is the stats on this? Because I want to know how it compares to. So it's a little slower, a little less power, kind of makes sense, but it has really good handling. So that's good to know. I am going to have to drive this maybe a smidge just to figure out how it handles because I want to make a pretty technical track. I just need to make sure that everything flows the way it does. Again, I'm keeping it kind of vague because I don't know. I think it's a fun idea. Let's go ahead and drop it though. That was a weird drop. There we go. Yeah. We'll go ahead and pick this guy up. What liveries do we have? Oh, that looks very clean. We got a white. We got a green and purple. Honestly, this just looks super clean. I'm gonna pick it up. We'll go ahead and actually I'm gonna pick that one up. I am also gonna pick up the DIY one. Might as well. There we go. Sweet. Because the cool thing with the minis is it's not necessarily like a class per se. You can switch out the bodies. So, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and look at the body options. And again, let me know in the comments if everything's working well. I know last time the stream was just a little, like, stuttery, I guess. But I've messed with a few things, so it should be good. We get the short course mini. This is what I have on the my short course, like the Thrasher or whatever it's called. I like the buggy. The buggy's good. We could go with the rally car. I think we gotta go with the buggy. Let's go ahead and buy that buggy body. That's real nice. Now, I don't know necessarily what wheels and stuff like work for the mini, but here we go. Let's go ahead and customize it. I believe this one is, there we go, the DIY. Let's go ahead, get this going. Let me know if the music is too loud. Actually, I just realized I'm not even playing music. Oh well. Alright, let's see what kind of wheels we got. I do kind of like these ones. Actually, let's switch the body first. I feel like that's kind of the way to go. Yeah, the buggy body looks nice. Let's go ahead and customize that. Okay, so we do have the one wing. Looks like we can buy some more. Oh, we just have to go to the shop. I think it was these ones, right? No, because I have a bunch of those. These ones? Okay. I think we'll go ahead and buy that one there. Close that out. Alright, there we go. Okay, I guess we'll just leave the default wing on. That's fine. Alright, let's see what wheels we got, though. So we can throw some of these Endures on. Ooh, we could throw some of the bead locks. I don't know how I feel about those. They do look nice, though. Let's see. Other Njora wheels we got going on. Trying to think of what would look nice on a buggy. Kind of like these ones, actually. Yeah, let's go with these. Alright. Yeah, those look pretty nice. Keep those on. I don't know what color we should do, though. Let's see. So you can go ahead and see what looks nice. I wonder if there's like headlight stickers that we could sneak in there. Let's see. Logos, grills. I don't see lights. I guess you could make something with like basic shapes. Oh, there we go. Where basic shapes. Splatters lights. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's put that on. Zoom that in. We need to make these like real small. Like that. Man, it's kind of hard to see. I think we should take them, make them just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, like that. And then can we mirror it? There we go. See, now that's nice. Oh, wait. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's sick. Very, very nice. Very nice. Let's get those lights on there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay. Again, I don't necessarily know what color scheme we should go with, but so after splatter, that's the lights. We got patterns. You could probably throw some tail lights on there. Let's see. Thinking, yeah, probably some square ones right there. Lights, there we go. Yeah, thinking those. Okay, now we'll size them down because those are absolutely massive. I think that actually honestly looks pretty good there. Maybe just a little bit smaller. There we go. I think that should be pretty good. And then again, mirror them. Nice. Yeah, that looks sick. Now, if I wanted to go crazy, I guess I could like color this in and get some gray going, but that kind of sounds like a hassle. Let's see. I am gonna try something though. Just a quick thought that I had. If I take this, we just make it the size of the engine. Kind of like that. Kind of. And maybe make this, change the color to silver. Probably duplicate it and just do some smaller ones there. But how dark should we go? Something like that, I think. Yeah, okay. Want flaky. Ooh. Make it kind of matte. That looks pretty good. Okay. I think I'm just gonna duplicate that and move it. Well, I guess we can make it much smaller. Like that. Done. Then we can duplicate that one and kind of move it like that. There we go. Just a quick little job. I think that looks nice for not making it super detailed, honestly. Okay. So got some lights, you know, good stuff like that. I don't want to make the hood carbon fiber. I think that would look kind of sick. We should probably, I'm going to throw a number on too, maybe. Let's see what we got for grills. Oops. There we go. I think maybe just something really small in the front. Yeah. Kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. Make it real small. Yeah, it kind of looks like a face. I don't know if we need the grill, to be honest. Might delete it. Do you want like a carbon fibery hood though? I think that'd be sick. I just don't necessarily know the easiest way to go about that. Get some patterns going, maybe. All right. I think we might have to do it with these shapes, unfortunately. But that sounds like a lot of work, so we're gonna skip that. Instead, I'm gonna throw. Wait, where? There we go. Let's throw number 6 on there. Yeah. I think we should maybe look better up at the front. Something like that. Mirror it. There we go. All right. What should we do next? Do some logos. This is the HB Mini. We'll do that. Duplicate it. Nice. I think I'm going to throw an Injora sticker on the roof. Yeah, this is just to fill it out. I might just keep it white, honestly. Just for, again, yeah, quick speed. This one looks pretty good. I'm thinking, let's rotate it so it's diagonal. Maybe like that. Bring this down, make it a touch bigger. Yeah. I feel like that looks pretty nice. Okay. Let's see. Wanted to throw like this on there, maybe. Can you put stuff on the wing? No. Okay. I'm just curious. Maybe get something on the front. It looks a little big to me. Get that size down. What if I go like the whole length? And be almost like a race stripe or something. Take that. Wait. Oh, that's as big as it goes. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's rotate it. Make it straight. No. I think that should be straight. And then move it. Okay. Oh no. Okay, this is a little hard to do. With the size. I do kind of like this idea though. What the f- Okay. I think we're gonna restart. Let's delete that layer. Re-add it. I like the idea. Maybe we'll do like 2 of them. Okay. So there we go. That's centered. And then I want to make it longer. And then we can duplicate it, I think. I think that's the best way to do it. So let's see. This is gonna go underneath everything. There we go. Okay. Now duplicate that and move it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Take that, and then it should be... There we go. That looks pretty good. Nice, clean little look. Just a few stickers. Nothing too crazy. How long did that take us? Like 20 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I think that looks good though. So now we can go ahead and actually customize everything else. Let's take this off. Ooh, everything is just gray. Metal parts, what do we do? If we do red, yeah. Hardware will be black. Wheel nuts, black. I think the shock should be red, and then the spring should be black. And then the chassis. Go. I don't mind the... Well, I feel like the chassis should be black also. Alright. There we go. Just leave it DIY. That doesn't look half bad. Not the best, not the worst. There we go. There's our little mini. Sweet. Alright. And I just realized I need my transmitter. So I'm going to go grab my transmitter real quick so I can actually drive this around, get a feeling for it. Because again, the track that I'm making, I've kind of been thinking of this idea for a while. And essentially, with this new Mini, it works kind of even better. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to load up. I don't necessarily... I'm gonna load up actually my track. Show off the first track that I built. I've obviously put a decent amount of laps on this while building it, so I'm pretty familiar. So I'll get a good basis of the handling and speed. So let me go ahead and grab my transmitter. I will be right back. All right, I've got my transmitter here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this paired up, but real quick. Well, I don't know. All right, let's get. There we go. My track. We're gonna boot this baby up. We got our Mini that we just built. I think it came out pretty good. I like the bug. Maybe a smidge of some Herbie vibes. Alright, no entries, so I guess this will be me putting in a fast lap. Setting the standard. Go ahead, get the transmitter on. Alright. Give myself a sip of water real quick, too. Alright, this is pretty small. Definitely pretty small. Would this be maybe like a 1/12 scale? I don't know if it would quite be 1/18. Maybe a 1/16 scale? Let me know, I guess, what you think the scale would be. I don't know if it said in the description. I kind of forgot to look. Also, oh, we just started the lap, but I'm using a Spectrum transmitter. The DX5C. Alright. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to get some water in. Okay, so this is pretty quick. Seems a little twitchy as well, so I mean, fair enough. Oh man, this thing has power. So I made this track specifically to where you can do everything with every vehicle. Like, you know, it's not like there's, I guess the only thing is this part right here. If you fall into that little nook with the two-wheeled buggy, like, I don't think you can make it out of here. But other than that, like, everything else you'll be able to like jump or clear or ride out of with any vehicle. So obviously the buggy being the slowest, the two-wheeled buggy, but man, this thing is sick. Alrighty, this thing's super fun. So here's one line. You can step on, step off into the corner, and then kind of double, little triple thing. And then this part is really, ooh, really hard with a Mini because of how big it is, but alright, it's a pretty massive double here that crosses. So yeah, there's that. So there's one lap of the track. Back onto the start here. So yeah, if you come up short, you can just land on those ramps with the buggy. Ooh, you can triple, sometimes quad. Like, it just depends on how good the run is. Like, I did not make this track to be able to run consistent laps. I've made this track to be technical with a bunch of lines. Like, it's supposed to be a hard track. I'm going back because I want to hit the other line, see if it's doable with the Mini. I kind of saved it, but I can't hit those. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's twitchy, but alright, let's just reset. Okay. No. So you can triple out of the corner. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think you can do it with this. Alright, let's go for an actual kind of fast lap. That is not the way to start it out. There we go. Oh, we almost got the quad. Almost rolled too. Well, I mean, we did roll, but I think the buggy body should probably help us land on our wheels more often, I would imagine. Go for the other line here. Ooh, we didn't get that clean. Then you might be able to triple this if you take the outside. Okay. Oh, oh. And here, if you don't clear it, it's alright. You can just go up here, do a little backflip. Yeah, I like, dude, this Mini's sick, honestly. Another backflip. This thing flips crazy. Front flip? Yeah, oh yeah. Front flip into a backflip. Let's see, where will this... Oh, it's not a great spot to get reset. But, oh well. Let's see, go up to the top here. Yeah, not enough speed with the Thrasher in the normal buggy, you can definitely you can triple, and then you'll jump off the table, land in this berm, and come all the way through, and then you can triple out. Again, that is a technical line. Pretty hard to hit, but alright, I'm gonna actually try to put it in an okay lap. But this thing's sweet, so it definitely has a lot of speed. Jumps well, has a lot of in-air control, which is actually very nice. This should help with what I have in mind, because again, I want it to be very technical, and so pitching to downside things should be pretty important. Alright. This isn't a good lap, but I'm gonna slow up. Can't quite double out of there. Try to make it so you could, but I don't know, couldn't quite get it to work. Barrel roll out. I haven't tried this map with the monster truck. Right, that was a decent time, but not great. See if we can get a better one in. Man, messed up that part again. Yeah. Alright. Should probably go ahead and get onto the track build, but yeah, I like the little mini. This thing's definitely fun to drive. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go build up the track, and we'll be on our way. I wonder if it has us name it right off the bat, because I want to go themed. All right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to delete that. We're going to start fresh. Now, since we're doing a mini, I think I'm going to go hobby shop, because it's the smallest. So, oh, a quarry. Oh, wait, no, here's the area. 105, 105, 82, 115. Okay, so these are pretty similar, but man, that quarry looks sick. Okay, anyway, getting distracted. Let's go to the hobby shop. Interesting. Freestyle and waypoint, that's pretty cool. Those are gonna come soon. The freestyle is sweet, especially with the new monster truck. But let's go ahead, we're gonna do hobby shop with the normal race. Let's go ahead and build this. Again, we're going to be using the mini, and I'm actually kind of stoked because this ties into the theme. So, all right. The layout, I don't necessarily know. I'm going to assume this is kind of where you're standing. So we'll do the start like here, maybe. Yeah. I do want a crossover. I think we'll cross. I think I'm going to do 2 crossovers. I'll have one crossover here and one crossover here going back onto the start. This will be the start. Did not mean to do that. Oops. So I think we'll keep going. I want to make sure I'm giving enough room. There we go. Well, that should probably be back like that. That should probably be. Alright, it's a little finicky getting some of these to do exactly what you want. I think we should delete that point and delete that point. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I want to come down and have this be like a long straight. I don't want it to be, I want to have a couple long straights. So. Now I'm thinking about it. I did say I wanted a crossover point here. So I'm wondering. Yeah. I will just keep it the way it is. I do want a crossover point, but I feel like we should get the initial planning out of the way first. Actually, I just had an idea. We'll delete that point, delete that point. Hmm. There we go. Something along like that. Okay. I think this is. Alright, it's coming out a little weird, but I have a good idea, and then we can get our two crossover points like I wanted. Yeah, there's it's not working. I mainly want it to come around, do like a 90. Come back up. And then... yeah, there we go. Go straight. Oh, we can't jump the whole thing. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so we won't get too overlap. Just need to figure out how to finish this last little section. Hmm. I want it to go straight right there. I can't quite figure out how to angle it. There we go. I think I need to do it. Yeah, like that. Need to bring this down just a little more. No. Actually, there we go. Okay. I wanted at least one crossover section. So that should fit pretty well. I think we'll be naming it at the end, but I guess I'll kind of give it away a little bit. So the name that I'm going to go with is, or the original name was Whoops Too Many Whoops. It was going to be a Whoops and Rollers rhythm based kind of track. Then I saw the mini literally just came out, and that kind of works because now it'll be Whoops Too Many Whoops. And it'll still be a Whoops rhythm based track, except built around the mini. So I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. Hopefully I can actually execute this. So let's go ahead and actually build on it, because I do like that layout. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So, we got our start straight here. I'm gonna move it. I do really like the controls for editing the track and whatnot. Again, it's a little finicky as you could see while I was doing the layout, but you can, if you just mess with it a little bit, like you can get it to kind of do what you want. It's just you need to know how to do it and what you want, essentially. Thinking right here is a good starting position. That's one thing I wish is on the other one, like my first map that I was playing earlier. I wish I would have brought this back, because it kind of, I guess, the best way to explain it is you have to do 2 laps to get the perfect lap in, no matter what. You can't get a good lap in because you start too close to the start line, if that makes sense. Because you would come through and you would double through, or maybe even triple if you're going fast enough. And so you'd carry a lot more speed across, whereas you would start here and slowly accelerate over that single, and then, yeah, so you would, right off the bat, you're at a disadvantage. So with this, hopefully, we can get a good run up to where that doesn't matter. So if you're hot lapping, it is all good. But yeah, we'll put that there. All right. I might put, I think I'm gonna put a little like sharp kind of single here. There's in the new campaign on one of them. I like having kind of slow down and do all that. So let's get a, what is this? Oh, so that's the terrain type. Oh, so we can angle it. I see. No, I don't want that. Okay, we can make it a little rough. We get rougher. Okay, it's just kind of changing the roughness. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should go with the pre-made roughness and build around it and utilize it, or just keep it flat. You kind of like it. I think we're gonna keep it. I don't know. We'll do flat because again, this is supposed to be precision based, so we'll keep it flat. It's on a mini. I gotta remember that. Okay. All right. So I think we'll kind of keep the start straight. You know, free of too much nonsense. But we'll go ahead and we're gonna put a little single in. Let's see. We can adjust the shape. I'm thinking we'll go with that. And again, we'll put it right in the center here. Maybe. I want to make it a little smaller. There we go. Kind of bring it down just a touch. See how that looks. I might actually scooch it. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm almost wondering if we should round out the end of it, which we can do. So if we did, no, this way, I think. Okay, yeah, so we could, the inside will be steeper, outside will be not as steep, but you might be able to carry more speed. That's the idea anyway. All right, so right off the bat, I think we're going to start with a whoop section. I'm debating if we should just build them or... Again, And I'm gonna scrunch this up. Let's see, is that too steep? So I don't want to make a massive, you know. What if we just, yeah, copied and paste? Oops. This entire section. This just to show you what it's about, and I can go ahead and adjust these after we try them out, but this will be like our first kind of like rhythm section. Okay. Should I do one more? Yeah. So here we go. We can test it out. I'm gonna turn my transmitter back on. Gotta remember to turn it off so I don't accidentally destroy the battery, spending like, you know, a few hours building this track with it on. And all right, let's see. How big are these whoops? Oh, they look decently sized. Come up here. So again, okay, we might be able to. Ooh. Okay. Not bad, not bad. That's sick. Okay. That was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. All right. So yeah, you can definitely get off rhythm, but you can also double your way through. I wonder if you can triple though. See, that's not the way to do it. Oh, I have to restart all the way? Yeah, okay. So we go slow enough. Man. Maybe what we'll do is we'll build a berm that you can kind of hop into. Because I don't necessarily like the single out, but I actually think that would be sick to have to take a berm. Or not, you don't have to take the berm, but you could double into the berm or not. Like, you know what I mean? So then we could build a little berm right there. And yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. So it's really cool that you can just swap in and out. Obviously, of testing and not testing. All right. Man, that's cool. All right. So wondering if a landing actually. Okay. Like take this, scrunch it up, do something like pretty minimal. Like this. And have it only on one side. Yeah. Actually, yeah, let's drag it like that. Let's see. How does that look? Don't mind that. Okay. So we'll do it kind of like that, rolling into the corner, and then we're just gonna throw a berm in. Necessarily, I feel like a ramp would probably be no tabletops. Something like that. I don't want it too abrupt though. Maybe more like that. And then just on one side. I want it all the way. That's the thing. Oh, there we go. We could do just like that on one side. No. Okay, I think, yeah, kind of more of like a tabletop. All right. Something like this. Maybe like that. Bring it in here like that. Okay. Honestly, I think we need to make it steeper. There you go. So now double. I want more of a berm there though. There you go. More of like a rolly tabletop, but just on one side. Ooh. I kind of like that idea, actually. Bring it in a little bit. Hmm. Start maybe there. All the way to about there. Okay. I think that berm actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna lower this side down, I think, though. Which actually, I think would be easiest if I copied that and then flipped it. So like that. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I just need that, but I need to dip it this way. Right? No. I do need a dip. I just need a tabletop dip like that. There we go. What happens if I do that? Ah, perfect. Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I feel like I need to build up this side just a touch. Or maybe put something there. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm definitely digging that. All right. I think maybe we can probably add one a little bit. See, what does that do? Ooh, not quite what I was looking for. It's because of the shape, though. Need to do something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a little better. Wish I could just raise it just a little bit. I'll probably put something there. Like a decoration. I mean, I could probably just do that now, actually. Um, Industrial. Yeah, maybe something like this. All right. Yeah, we're gonna rotate that. Perfect. I'm gonna move it right here. I'm actually gonna rotate it just a touch like that. There we go. Make it just a touch smaller. Move it again. There we go. Nice. Ah, damn. I was gonna copy the like positioning and everything. All right. Go. All right. Okay, so I know there's going to be... I'm debating on if we should make this the jump for the crossover, or if we should make this the crossover. I mean, could do both. I'm gonna do both. Yeah, this will be like a jump, but you could also kind of like, you know, not really jump it. And this will be like a big tabletop jump. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. So in that case, I'm gonna not worry about that until I get to it. Now here I'm gonna try to make a rhythm section. That's not what I want. Delete that. There we go. Let's see, tabletops. Ooh, kind of like the idea of starting the rhythm with like a dip. That sounds kind of cool, actually. How much of a dip is that? I think we should bring it back. Like there. Or if you could land in the dip. Take it like that. Take this over here. Okay. Now we'll make it more intense. I feel like we should make it even more intense. All right, I think we're gonna just try that real quick, kind of see how it works. Oh, here we got our little... Oh, we messed up rhythm. Okay, so we need a little bit more of a lip off of that. I don't want to make this like steeper. Okay. Do like it so far. Actually, what if I just made it really steep? So what I'm thinking, we make it really steep and we just put some lazy rollers down. So you can kind of like double, triple, quad, whatever, just depending on how much speed you carry. And then we make a berm you can land into so you can carry like a ton of speed. Maybe even like an inside berm too. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm thinking we edit this, take it over just a little more, shorten it. There we go. Maybe. Okay. And then just make a giant berm right here. Like absolutely massive. Like that. And then have the side profile be like that. Is that? Yeah. So this starts like that, and this comes all the way around. Like that. Okay, maybe make it just a touch smaller. Bring it in a little bit. Hmm. Oops, that's not the one I want to edit. I don't really like that. I think we should elongate it maybe then. Yeah. Okay. I want to try that at least. Gonna see how it goes. So, go get the... Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Do like that. However... I feel like I need this last single, or this right here, to be a little bigger. Come out of here, I might still put... Oh. Maybe I'll put a little tabletop or something. All All right, yeah, definitely a couple adjustments, but I do like the way this is coming out for sure. All right. So I think we take this, make it just a little smaller. Scooch it over. Actually, man. Okay. I think we just make it much bigger. Is that as big as it can go? Right there? Let's see. How does that look? To be honest, I don't mind that. Okay. I think. Just trying to think of what would be best. I do want these crossovers. Maybe we go back to the original idea. Yeah, there we go. I need to build this berm again though, which kind of sucks. All right, let's see. Bring it right over here. I think, honestly, this... Ooh. Probably an even better berm, actually. Yeah. Looks nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Move it on over to there. How's that look? I think I'm just gonna make this a normal jump. There we go. We could try to make a split lane. Like an inside berm here. I wonder if that would work. I'm gonna put it over here just so I can make sure I get the positioning right. So go that, then the side profile, other side. Oh, there we go. Forgetting to turn off my transmitter. Okay. Here we go. Like this. Yeah. Can I sneak that in there? Get us a little inside berm. Are there more that go over? Hmm. Yeah, I think this is how you would want it. Kind of like that. raise it a little bit. Raise it a little more. Go 10. There we go. Should make it go like that. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna actually add a set of whoops here. Oh, I don't. Oh, I might be able to. Let's see. Whoops. Let's get some of these. Make them small. Let's copy those. Perfect. I'm gonna make these just a little smaller though. Like 3. I like how they. Oh, we should do dragons back. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do dragons back. I don't know about right here. Maybe we'll leave it and try it out. But okay. There we go. Time for some. Just gonna put some big rollers in here. Yeah, something like that. And we're just gonna make them massive. Oh, except not over here. There we go. So how do these look? I think those look pretty good. Let's copy them. Ooh, you know what'd be sick? Okay, so we'll come out of here. I'm hoping you could double, triple, whatever. We'll see. We might be able to. We might mess with this a little more. But then it'd be sweet to do a table at the end, so you could either hop on, or like land and hop over, something along those lines. So I'm gonna try that actually. Yeah, we're gonna do tabletops. Am I even doing with a slight mound? Yeah. So you could hop off of it. Let's see, how big is that? I think we should make it a little longer. Scoot it over. Make it just a touch smaller, something like that. Alright, we're gonna have to play it. Turn on the radio again and give it a go. There we go. You're just joining this what I got so far on this track build. You can nice double your way through these rollers. Ooh, that's a little technical. Okay, I'm gonna adjust that. Let me go back to it and just see. Oh. Okay. Here, come through. You come through the outside here. Yeah, those are a little too intense. Am I stuck really? Alright. Go ahead and restart that. Okay, so we'll bring these whoops down for sure. because they are too intense. Now let's see how this is. We come to the outside. Oh my god, that works perfectly. That was super sick. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's do the inside though. Definitely adjust the rollers, but ooh, the inside's gonna be kind of hard. What if the whoops are only on the outside? Or only on the inside? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh wait, we were hitting the inside. Alright. I think that this is actually really good. We're just gonna adjust those whoops real quick. Turn off the transmitter so it doesn't die. Give me some water. Alright. Let's see. See what shape. I'm gonna do that a little bit steeper. Okay. So let's adjust these. Whoops. So the profile. We're only gonna do the outside. They're still too intense though. Do 3. These are also 3. I just make it a split lane, to be honest. Yeah. I just need to figure out. I want to make this transition a little smoother. I think we're gonna have to add like a prop or something. Kind of what I. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like some sort of ramp. Honestly, thinking this, and then rotate it, and then move this over, so it like lines up kind of with this, you know. Yeah, sort of like that. No, not up. Yeah, kind of like this. Bring it down. Maybe we should make it Oh, we can't make it smaller. Here we go. That. Okay. And then we'll copy it. Why does it not line up though? That's the question. Take it like that. Actually, to be fair, I think it should be probably pulled over. There we go. No. Yeah, it kind of needs to be like that. There we go. All right, now we get another little inside berm that we can do right there, I think. All right, yeah, we'll go back to this. Okay. There we go. Wait, there we go. That's the side it needs to be on. Go. Make that more intense. There we go. I'm gonna adjust these slightly. Thinking. Like that. Take this one. And do the same thing. So Okay. Maybe I'm just going to try one real big one. Just make it massive. And then shove it in the ground. There you go. Yeah. Rotate it a little bit. There we go. Maybe it's too big. There we go. Man, I just can't seem to get this quite how I want it. There we go. Okay. All right. Hopefully that works. And then I'm gonna put a little single. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna put a little single over here though. That's not what I meant. Actually, you know what? We'll just copy one of these. There we go. Oh, these are doubles. We'll copy one of these. Copy. Where'd it go? Oh, I deleted it. Oops. Copy. Yes. There we go. Copy. I deleted it again. I can't believe I did that. Copy. There we go. Copy. We're gonna take this and move it all the way over here. Kind of into the corner. Might be a little too far. There we go. All right, we're gonna do double berms again. We'll do new one. Our hills. We'll do this one actually. All the way around. Keep Yeah. One to the inside. Let's make it taller. Go. I think we're just gonna make a ton of small whoops over here. I did not mean to do that. That. Okay. Oh, let's build a dragon back. That's what I said I wanted to do. So I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna make them small. Like 2. Make them smaller. There we go. Honestly, I feel like it should be smaller. We'll copy them. And then these. Okay, copy them. I think these should be 6. These should be 8. Okay, wait. Delete. Delete. These. Let's do 3. Okay, so now we copy them. 1, 2. No. I think the way we had it before was actually the way to go. So do 3. Do that. Yes. Now copy. Now do 6. There we go. Copy. 1, 2. We got 9. Okay, maybe we go 8. Let's just try it. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if this is gonna work. But good chance for us to check everything. Alright, so allowing the start here. Oops, mess up, but get your double all the way here. Take the outside. Okay, take the inside. How does this... Okay, that does not work. They're too big and too spaced out. Alright. Since we're here though, I guess we can try the other stuff. Try the inside here. Actually, let's go all the way over here because I want to make sure to get the double going. Okay, so if you double all the way through, this is the last one you land on. Okay. So then we go double, double, wait, double, 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 wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this one, we're gonna make the left side higher, or the right side actually. So we'll do that, and then the shape, we're gonna make it more of a jump, or like that. That maybe. This one. There. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's looking good, I think. Now, yeah, these are way too big. So we need to make them even smaller. Go. Actually, let's just put those and delete those. Copy these. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's make another set. Okay. Kind of like this idea. Hopefully it works. Ooh, I don't know about those ones. Let's try it. Okay. Oh yeah, we should try this section. Make sure it's all good. Another one to that. Oh man. Alright, we should bring these down a little bit. Alright, here we go. Man. Let's just restart. I need to double my way through. Okay, yeah, we need to adjust these. Whoops. Man, a little harder than I thought to get the double going through these. All right though. Yeah. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We hop back on. Oop. Oop. Thought we could hop on right there. All right. So that part works well. Okay. The whoops do not work. That's fine. I think it's because I need to get stretched out. All right, first things first, we are gonna adjust these though. Down to maybe 2. And then these down to 2. Actually, maybe 1. Wow, we should do 2. Yeah, 2. Maybe honestly bump or like raise the levels. Let's see. Okay. You know, let's copy this actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Yes. Perfect. Maybe actually scoot it back just a little bit. Rotate it. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Now, honestly, I really want to make the landing for this, but it's all right. I'm going to make them just a giant table, I think. But we got to mess with these first. So I think we need to scoot them out. Okay, delete those. I think delete those. Delete those. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So that first part works well. I wonder, actually, can we just... Oh, we can't now. I blocked it off, but... Alright, we'll jump over there. Okay, let's see. How does this work? So now... Yeah, let's just make like a landing, I guess. Okay. Alright, landing. Want to make something kind of, well, yeah, I like that. Tabletop kind of. I'm gonna add just a normal tabletop. Alright, this is gonna be the big one. Oh, I'm not meaning to stretch it out. Yeah, this will go like that. This will be a big one. Alright, let's just see how that works and where we land and everything. Okay. This jump is not needed. Okay, perfect though. We can clear it. So I'm thinking do this. We'll adjust the tabletop to make it not as steep. And then we'll bring it back to about here. There we go. Now we're just gonna make a massive landing here. Yeah, like a huge landing. With hopefully we can get like a kind of berm incorporated as well. Landings. We need a sharp landing though. Maybe like this. Maybe more like that. Yeah. This. Yeah, we're gonna pull up right there. Take that. How big is that landing? That might be too big. That. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna slide it back 2 though. Maybe just 1. Ah, there we go. Okay. Time to build a nice little berm, and honestly, I'll probably just have this go all the way around the corner. Shape, we'll go to the hills. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Take it way over to the side like that. And here we go. This nice little, let me adjust the shape. I don't want it as like so abrupt. Something like that. How does that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Maybe raise it a smidge. Where? There we go. 6, 7. There we go. I want some like just baby little rollers throughout here. Maybe just a rough corner. So let's add. Do those. Gonna bring it. So we have time to set up. And we're gonna make these like 1. 2. Like that. There we go. Like it's still too much. There we go. How about that? Hmm. And I just don't know if I can get these working properly, honestly. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. Hmm. I'll put like a rolling like double, like a little hip jump double or something. So you like land. Do a little double. Just copy it. Do a landing. And then I'm gonna put little rollers on the outside, I think. Ah, I keep leaving my transmitter on. I'm gonna kill all the batteries, I swear. Alright, let's see. It'll be like inside. What happens if I put that there? Okay. What if I make it longer then? That. Alright, now I'm gonna put little rollers on the outside. I think that is the way to go. That. Eight? No. We have to do 12? Yeah. There we go. Okay. I don't want this to just slope down on one side. Like that. Not as dramatic though. That maybe? No. Hmm. Yeah, like that maybe. And then extend it. Yeah, bring it back to like here. Extend it out to like there. All right, here we go. Got that on there. And now this whole straight, I think we're gonna keep his whoops, but I'm gonna adjust the start. How do I do that? I already forgot. Hmm. Forgot how to adjust the start. Damn, that sucks. Oh, here we go. Okay. At least start straight. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do just some tabletops. Right. Hmm. I think it's just some normal tabletops. Copy. Go paste that. Copy. Paste that. Okay. I'm gonna drive this. I'm gonna get myself a drink of water first. Got our mini loaded up. Turn on the transmitter that I keep forgetting to turn off. Take a little hit. All right. Here we go. We hit that there. Okay. Take the front. Maybe I'll just block those off with barricades. You can't like accidentally hit them. Damn. Okay. Honestly, this works out pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make these a little taller, and then I'm gonna add some walls. 3. All right. 3. And let's make the first one 4. Actually, let's do 6. Or then 2. There we go. Okay. Now it's Time for some decorations. So. This one, I'm going to scoot just a little more, like that. There we go. All right, now copy this. Bring it over here. That's not what I meant. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna make it a little bigger. There we go. Take that, copy that. Move it on over. You gotta take that. You wanna rotate it. That. Move it in. There we go. That looks pretty good. Take that one, we'll copy it. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side, just so it's more symmetrical, I guess. I gotta focus to like really get these lined up. Just gonna delete that one. I'm gonna delete that one, and I'm gonna copy this one. Move this one over. a smidge. There we go. Then I'm gonna copy that one. Put it down over here. I'm actually gonna rotate it just a touch. There we go. Bring it in. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. All right. There's the inside, outside. I'm gonna build a little bridge right here. See what kind of props we can use. Excuse me. I think we're gonna need some industrial stuff. There's no like pillars particularly. I do want to put some of these flags up though, actually, yeah. While we're at it. There we go. Alright. It's a little tedious, but it'll definitely look nice once it's done. We're gonna make this just a touch smaller. There we go. Okay. I left my transmitter on again. Oh well, at least I don't have to turn it on anymore until the very end. This one we're gonna have to rotate to match. There we go. That's pretty good. Bring it in. Oh, a little too much. Maybe I should rotate it more. There we go. Then bring it in. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna do the same on these walls back here. Let's see, how big is this one? Try to make a big one. So that way we can slide it on over here. All right, now get it all lined up. Kinda. There we go. Bring it back a little. Okay. Drop it down a touch. There we go. That looks pretty nice, I think. Maybe redo this sign, actually. There we go. Looks a little better. All right. Definitely a bit tedious putting those up, but I think that looks all right. Feel like something needs to go in here. That's not what I meant to do. Seasonal decor, fun stuff. Decoration. Is there like a tower? Not particularly. Skate park. Platforms. Let's bring this over here. Nice. Copy that one. All right. There we go. Okay, that's a little big. Make that a little smaller. There we go. Looks like it should fit basically perfectly. Rotate it like this just a little bit. Yeah. There we go. That's dope. And we can put another big flag on it. Actually, that's not what I want. Which one's this one? Yeah, I don't really think that's supposed to be there, but kind of works. Delete that though. All right. No, I should have just switched it. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. Just gonna move this up and over. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Drag that down a little bit. There we go. Nice. Okay. That was kind of the part I was worried about decorating. Just getting this little tunnel jump thing fixed up, but I think I can just kind of place some objects. Let's see. Honestly, I think some tables would go right, like perfectly right here. Might be a little big. I don't know. Actually. Yeah, maybe bring them down just a touch. There we go. There. I'm gonna copy that. What the hell? Thought I copied it, but I don't know where it went. I don't know what happened. So I'll just make a new one. Again, size it down. All right. Yeah, I can't copy the tables for some reason. It's fine, I guess. One here. Size it down. Rotate it. Okay. Couple tables looking good. I'm gonna put banners right there. I think that would look the best. Yeah, here we go. A couple there. There we go. That worked. Might size this down. 1, 2. One, two. All right. And this one will be Jora. Let's copy that. And this one will be Recharge. There we go. That looks pretty good. Gotta remember, I'm in a hobby shop. There's not gonna be any trees or anything like that. I like these benches. I think I'd, yeah, just put another one down. Go. I might bring this down a little more. There we go. I like adding flags too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna rotate it slightly though. There we go. Copy that. Hopefully bring that on over. Let's do recharge one. There we go. All right. Okay. That part looks pretty good. Really, I just need to fill in kind of the rest of the area, to be honest. Just don't know with what, though. I need... A little crawler course over here. There we go. I might do this part a little off stream, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So I want to build a little rock course area. And honestly, this is looking pretty good so far. I'm just gonna finish up the decorations off stream because it's a little tedious and kind of boring. But as far as the layout goes, the layout's good. Again, the track name is going to be Whoops 2 Mini, as in the mini vehicle. Whoops. I think that's a good name for it, because yeah, it's just a bunch of whoops, really. But either way, I appreciate you checking out the stream, video, whatever. And until the next one.